I wanted to start with Prime Minister Netanyahu and what he has said about this deal. He says that this nuclear deal with Iran threatens the survival of Israel. Do you agree with that?
No, I do not. The surveillance and inspection and transparency runs 20 to 25 years for everything. All the centrifuges, rotors, the mills, the production facilities for yellowcake go out to 25 years of IAEA surveillance and inspection. So dependent upon how strong that is, and a precondition has to be that there's going to be a real rededication in the IAEA to do the kind of work that's going to be necessary to do 24/7, 365 days a year in the various facilities. But I think that having watched this for a long time and knowing this particular foreign minister, I think this is the best that's going to get done. It's a framework. It has to be wrapped into a final agreement. There still can be some changes, but I don't think it's helpful for Israel to come out and oppose this one opportunity to change a major dynamic, which is downhill, a downhill dynamic in this part of the world.
But let me ask you this, Senator, because obviously Prime Minister Netanyahu is trying to scuttle this deal. He came to Washington. He spoke to a joint meeting of Congress. He's continuing to speak out on news programs like this one. Do you think he is overstepping his bounds as a foreign head of state?
Well, I think he said what he's had to say. And to be candid with you, this can backfire on him. And I wish that he would contain himself, because he has put out no real alternative. In his speech to the Congress, no real alternative. Since then, no real alternative.
Well, his real alternative, he says, is more sanctions. What's wrong with that?
Well, it depends on what you believe more sanctions is going to do. More sanctions will certainly drive the program more underground, make it more difficult. I mean, a couple of years now have gone in to get this far, and it's a better agreement, candidly, than I thought it was ever going to be. I think that it can be a very serviceable, practical agreement, and it can signal a new day. Otherwise, we keep this dynamic going, which is not productive of anything that's positive for the region.
Senator, you have a lot of access to intelligence information on the Senate Intelligence Committee, and I don't want you to get into classified information, but from what you can say to the American people based on what you know, do you believe that the Iranians have been trying to develop nuclear weapons or weaponize their nuclear program up until this point?
Well, I can say this, that the Iranians, and the intelligence reflects that, both people I've spoken with and reports I've read, that this joint agreement has been carried out over the last couple of years without infraction. And I think that's some indication. I believe that this foreign minister and this Iranian president, both of whom are moderates, really want to show that there is another way for Iran, and therefore giving up this program is worth it.
And let me ask you this, because you've mentioned the foreign minister, Javad Zarif, a couple of times. It sounds like you trust him. Do you trust the Iranians?
I believe he is sincere. I believe that President Rouhani wants this, and it looks like the supreme leader will be agreeable. Now, having said that, we've got everybody jumping to conclusions in the Congress. This agreement has to be written up into a binding kind of agreement. And that's the document that we all need to see, the final document.
One thing that has been raised as an issue by the Israelis is that this will lead to an arms race in the Middle East, that the Saudis will want to develop a nuclear program and perhaps weaponize it, thinking that the Iranians will be able to do so as a result of this deal. What do you make of that prospect?
Well, I would say that's true if there's no agreement. See, I mean, it's a perverse finding to continue to go the way this is going, that leaves only a military operation as a solution, Or, as what some people would say, well, we've got leverage in sanctions, take down the whole economy. Look, there's 77 million people in Iran. I think they deserve more than take down the whole economy. Sanctions generally hurt those who can't afford a better way of life. And they're not a long-term answer, I believe. So I think we're on the cusp of something that can be workable. I think the key is the 20 to 25-year surveillance inspection period and the changes that have been made. Obviously, it's a compromise, but that's to be expected. And I think this kind of absolutist, well, no deal is better than a bad deal, but we don't know what a good deal would be. No, we have no suggestions, is not very helpful, candidly.